And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to the campus of the University of Toledo, Savage Arena, as we are set for this Division III boys basketball regional semifinal as the Indians of Shawnee take on the Fighting Irish of Toledo Central Catholic. That's Miles Holliday. I'm Randy Roberts, partner. I feel like we've made it to the big time. Here we are, the greatest arena of all time, in my opinion, Savage Arena. Those that don't know, went to school here, love this place. And here we are. We saw Shawnee win a couple of district games last week, and now step up competition here. They're going to have a fight on their hands against Central Catholic.
And where else would you rather be than right here, right now, Randy Roberts? You said it is an absolute joy to broadcast from here at 5 minutes from my house, a place I grew up coming to watch basketball games at. I'm just so excited to be at Savage Arena. Where's Bobby Nichols at? He's got to be around here somewhere, right? This is going to be a fantastic game. Two amazing basketball teams right in front of us.
So Shawnee's the winner out of the Liberty Benton District, coming in at 23-2. Take a look at that bracket. Took care of Bowsher 72-19 in the sectional final. Then Miles and I saw both their district games. They took care of Bowling Green 67-26. Won that district championship game over Defiance 58-43. So they're now playing in the regional tournament for the fifth time in 7 years. Meanwhile, for Toledo Central Catholic, they drew straight into the district tournament as the top seed in the Lake District. In their semifinal, they knocked off Fremont Ross 76-41 and absolutely destroyed the second seed in their district, Sylvania Southview, 81-46. Had the chance to talk with some Toledo TV guys. They said that did that game, said Central jumped out to a 19-4 lead and just kind of cruised from that point on against the Southview team that won 20 games this year.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. That's a really quality Southview team. Look, this is a battle-hardened Toledo Central Catholic team. The league that they play in up in Michigan, and absolutely insane how tough it is. If you're a viewer in the Lima Land area and you saw Lima Senior play, very similar basketball team. Same type of style. They're going to get up in your shorts, and they're going to make your life very difficult. They can, if you don't take care of the basketball, they can get buckets off of that turnover really good. This is a good basketball team defensively. They've turned their opponents over 15 times a game.
Let's talk a little bit about the Indians of Shawnee. Again, 23-2, and it was the brothers Berkey that did the damage in that district championship game over Defiance. The sophomore Trevick, 29 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 blocks. His older brother Beckett, just a junior at 6'6", 15 points and 11 rebounds, and he's been a double-double just about every night out on the floor.
Yeah, that was an amazing game against Defiance because they were really tested, right? I thought Defiance did a great job of being physical with them, made them fight, and finally Shawnee just kind of pulled away at the end. The biggest difference, you mentioned Trevick Berkey doing a great job offensively, but don't forget how pivotal he was defensively. Trey Singleton for Defiance was outstanding in that first half, scoring buckets. Well, they made the switch and put Trevick on him in the second half, really limited Trey Singleton, and that changed that whole game around.
Two guys we don't talk a lot about with Shawnee, but are pivotal guys in the starting lineup are the two guards, Matthew Stiles, Tate Bender, have been called on to make shots when they have to, but more importantly, can run the offense if no one else is available.
Yeah, especially guys like Tate Bender, 2 steals a game, 3 assists. But don't forget Caleb Miller, though, also. He came in, had that big 3 in the fourth quarter that helped them out to beat Defiance as well.
Meanwhile, for Central Catholic, 13-10 on the year, and what a yo-yo it's been for the Fighting Irish. Started 4-0, but, and this is hard to believe for a team that's reached the regional tournament, had 2 separate losing streaks, one of 5 games, one of 3 games, and actually lost 3 of their last 4 to end the regular season, won their season finale, and then once, as we showed you, tournament time started, turned into a whole different basketball team.
I hope Mike Floyd likes these guys that are in the starting lineup because he's going to see them again next year, right? The whole group is coming back. This is a team that's going to play a really good basketball next year, and they played really good basketball at times this year. A young squad that is as athletic as anybody you're going to see. They will get up in your face. Shawnee's going to have to take care of the basketball and play about error-free here tonight.
Yeah, Isaiah Mack Russell, 6'5", sophomore, their leading scorer at about 19 a game, also had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, went for 14 in that district championship win over Sylvania Southview. Caden Kennard adds about 10.5 points, went for 21 in that championship, but there's two other guys that are juniors as well. Manny Johnson gives them about 13, and Dre Owadrup adds about 12.8. So there is a lot of guys, and this is a Central team that's scoring about 66 points a game.
Yeah, Randy, the thing about them, too, that is aware, it makes you aware if you're playing them, they shoot 48% from the field. So what's that tell you? They get a lot of layups and shots that are in close, right? You're shooting 48%. Chances are you're getting steals and you're converting them into layups, or more importantly, dunks.
Winter's going to come back here, play Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. We know the opponent. It's going to be Sandusky as the Blue Streaks took care of Rocky River Lutheran West 59-53. Also want to tell you that a pregame show tonight is brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, about some keys to the game here as you're watching regional basketball on WOSN. Hey, Randy and Miles back with you here. Time now for our tips of the game, and they're brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All right, partners, some tips tonight. Let's start with the Shawnee Indians.
Number one, Randy, you got to be physical. Remember how physical Defiance was? I thought they really did a great job of challenging Shawnee when they attacked the lane. Tonight, Shawnee is going to have to go through that physicality when they attack the rim and finish through it. Number two, high-low, high-low. It's off the finals we go. How many times against Defiance did we see high post to low post for an easy basket? Saw it all the time, right? Make sure you go back to that's one of the best things you do in the half court. Break out that high-low pass to the low block. And number three, the Brothers of Destruction. If you don't pay attention
Kane
to
and the Undertaker are here?
Right. If you don't pay attention to Trevick and Beckett Berkey, they are going to absolutely destroy you. 21 points a game for buckets. Berkey, and then 19 for Trevick. Trevick was absolutely sensational against Defiance. These guys fill it up in a big way, shoot high percentages, and boy, are they just ultimately big on destruction.
Yeah, what'll be some keys to the game tonight for Toledo Central Catholic?
Yeah, a lot like the roads here in Toledo. Anticipate lane closures, right? If you think you have an open passing lane, anticipate it closing quickly because the length and quickness of the Shawnee team is outstanding, and those hands-on basketballs turn into layups the other way. And then number two, check it out. This is a really good rebounding basketball team. In fact, Randy, they have out-rebounded their opponent by 158 rebounds throughout the year, so make sure you box out. And then number three, it's time for Wardrop. You remember that song by LL Cool J? It's time for war. It's time for Wardrop. He is so good from behind the arc. The young man can fill it up at 44% from behind the arc. It's time for him to live behind the arc.
Well, your keys to the game and your pregame show have been brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, partner, we got nothing left to do but play some regional ball.
Let's do it.
And we're going to have it for you next right here at WOSN. Randy and Miles back with you here from Savage Arena on the campus of the University of Toledo. We're just about ready to go for this Division III boys basketball regional semifinal between Shawnee and Toledo Central Catholic. Winner's going to come back Saturday afternoon. They're going to take on Sandusky as the Blue Streaks got a 59-53 win over Rocky River Lutheran West in our first semifinal. And presenting sponsor for our game tonight is Pat's Donuts and Cream. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable Road next to LCC. Pat's Donuts and Cream, open daily.
Got a big fight feeling here, doesn't it?
It does. The lower bowl is fairly filled up. It has taken on a bit of a crowd of what a typical Toledo game would be.
Shawnee people showed up way early for this one. They took in the first game, wanted to make sure they had good seats. And it's going to be an absolute electric atmosphere in here tonight.
Shawnee will be in the red with the white numerals, while Central goes with the white, the red, with the gray accent on the sides.
Berkey versus Carruthers. It's go time, Randy Roberts.
And officials unhappy with that opening toss. So we're going to do it again. This one in the air. Tip's going to be controlled by Central, and we are underway. Irish will go inside right away. An early score for Isaiah Mack Russell.
Yeah, Mack Russell, nobody was on him, just dove towards the rim. Poor communication on who you had defensively on the first possession for Shawnee.
It's 2-0 early on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living in your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Shawnee, they'll get that into the low block. Ball's going to be knocked away. And it's a steal. Trey Vaughn knocks it away for the Irish.
Yeah, just too much dribbling in that low block. Vaughn came and just took it away.
Now Vaughn tried to go off the window a little too strong. It's off the mark. Shawnee's got the miss. Now Tate Bender in front of the scorer's table. Send this one off to the wing for Trevick Berkey. Swinging around back to Bender. His three hits the heel of the iron. But an offensive rebound and a reset. This one comes out. There's Jagger Hutchins. Pull-up jumper is good.
The up fake is still undefeated. Jagger with a dagger.
Ties us at 2 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Minute 10 gone by in our opening period. Now the kick out comes out to the wing. Want to get this one under the basket. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Caden Carruthers is going to hit the deck. It's going to be a turnover.
Remember one of our keys, anticipate lane closures, right? You see the length of Jagger Hutchins causing a problem. Zone defense employed early by Shawnee paying dividends.
And our instant replays tonight are brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. Call Brian Wheeler at Elida Building and Contracting, committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience.
Well, how about Trevick Berkey going wrong hand? The little baby hook out of a little horn set. Shawnee finally settling down into this game.
Ball knocked out of bounds. This one's going to stay with the Irish. As we take a look at the replay here in the arena of the last Shawnee bucket high above the scoreboard.
Now, if you're in the zone, you got to be aware where shooters are. Don't let Waldrop get a free look.
3 balls, no good. Good box out's going to lead to a run out for the Indians. Berkey for 3. That one's going to be off the mark, and the rebound out to Central as they want to go with Trey Vaughn. Vaughn got his defender in the air, tries to go hide off the glass, can't get it to go. Put back, a little too tough as well, and it's Jagger Hutchins with a miss out for Tate Bender. Bender's going to leave this one down low, trying to fight for it. Beckett Berkey can't get it off the low block, and it's Central with the basketball.
That was Vaughn that came back and harassed Buckets Berkey. Made sure he missed that one. And how about the shoe game? One shoe is one shoe, one shoe's the other shoe.
Yeah, Manny Johnson, good luck. He's going to go baseline, gets a little spin, a little rise and fire. That one's going to be off the mark. Backside offensive rebound is good as Caden Carruthers will tie this up.
Yeah, Carruthers 6'7", and you see he's got that great wingspan. Just goes up and puts it back in.
Berkey at the wing wants to send this one to the top. No working around. Here's Tate Bender. Bender at that lob underneath. Try to get the extra pass. It's on target. Sliding between 2 defenders and scoring will be Beckett Berkey.
Yeah, Beckett Berkey gets his first one. Nice little spin move to get himself free.
3 different players with a basket now for Shawnee. Indians lead 6-4 in our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Tough play on the original try, but Caden Carruthers to fly in, tip in the miss.
Yeah, Carruthers with his second putback of this afternoon. Got to be concerning that the offensive glass is paying dividends for Toledo CC.
Baseline drive, no good for Trevick Berkey, but he's able to draw the foul. And is going to go to the free throw line as we take a look at the Elida Building and Contracting replay.
Carruthers was upset by this call. Let's see why. He's got all ball up high, but when you follow through and your forearm comes across the bridge of someone's nose, they're going to call that a foul. Good call by the officials.
Trevick Berkey will step to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line. First one's going to be no good. Tonight's free throws are brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Wapak, Devils, and St. Mary's. Locally owned and operated, Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering, too. as Damila Ojo is going to check into the lineup for Shawnee. Looks like Central making a change. Caden Kennard enters as Berkey will split the free throws, add on to that Shawnee lead. Vaughn across the timeline for Central. Give to Kennard. I'm sorry, that was Johnson, number 1. Got the ball back to Kennard. Kennard's going to lose the handle. Shawnee's going to come away with it. They got 2 guys running away, and the first dunk of the night goes to Trevick Berkey.
A little dunkalicious. How about the scoop pass by his brother Beckett?
How about the answer in a big way for Isaiah Mack Russell?
Mack Truck Russell coming through. Back-to-back dunks.
By the way, 2 sophomores. Were you doing that as a sophomore in high school?
On an 8-foot rim.
We have those here. How about the answer? And it's a simplified flooring 3-pointer.
Buckets Berkey. He likes to, but he really loves the 3 ball.
Beckett Berkey now with 5 as Isaiah Mack Russell thought about going to the baseline. Gets that pass to the corner for Johnson. It's no good. Another run-out opportunity. Ojo, right place at the right time, comes away with the basketball. It goes into the corner, and travel's going to be called as Berkey left his feet on the ball fake in the corner.
That's a shame for Shawnee because it went through even though he traveled. Just tried at the last second to keep that pivot foot down. Good closeout by Toledo Central Catholic to cause that turnover.
Our 3-pointers tonight are brought to you by Simplified Flooring. Simplified Flooring will make choosing your floor simple.
That makes sense, doesn't it? And Chuck Berkey wished there was another inch on that floor a moment ago. It wouldn't have been a travel.
Central thought about the answer. Instead, they'll go inside. Kennard's pass is going to be knocked out of bounds. This one will stay with the Irish.
It looks like Toledo Central Catholic a little bit surprised at the quickness and the tempo in which Shawnee converts defense into offense.
Irish just have to shoot this one up top of the key to Darren Flowers. Flowers will go to Kennard. Kennard, good entry pass. Then we're going to have a kicked ball. So it'll force Central to inbound once again.
Well, we know Shawnee's got a tremendous soccer program. Jagger Hutchins, a little bit of a shout out to the soccer program. Kicked that one.
Thought about the pull-up jumper. This one, it's going to be deflected. A great defensive play made by Beckett Berkey.
Yeah, you just cannot understand before you play them the difficulty of throwing passes through lanes with the length and quickness of the Shawnee team. Everybody thinks they got it. They watch film, say it's not that big of a deal. But once you're on the floor, it just overwhelms opponents.
So here's Tate Bender at the point, runs to that right wing. Ball goes into the corner where Beckett Berkey's 3-pointer is going to be off the mark, no good. And now Central with a basketball. Indians lead this one by 4. Just over 2 minutes left to go, opening quarter in our ultimate outdoor scoreboard. Kennard under the basket was trapped. Reverse layup is going to be no good. Ball's loose on the floor off the miss. We're going to have ourselves a whistle. And this appears to be a foul. It's going to go on.
Is it Bender? Because he gets underneath
so,
on the
must
attempt.
Be.
It kind of steamrolls into the legs, and that's going to be the call.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Binkley Real Estate. Binkley Real Estate has an effective sales approach, effective marketing campaigns, and extensive network that will get you results that move you. Under 2 to go here in this opening quarter. 12-8. What's been an entertaining one? We thought it would be. Central with a basketball. Well away from the hoop right now is Flowers. He'll get the kick out. Caden Kennard gets this one into the corner. 3-ball, that one's going to hit the front of the iron. Nice job, Flowers gets that offensive rebound. He is then just double teamed. Kennard's going to have one block, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
And you see the open lane right there. Ojo almost gets there. That's one of those bang-bang plays. Caleb Miller was stationary. Could have been a charge. Caleb Miller's been doing a really good job fronting Mack Russell as they're playing a zone away from it, and he's just playing man on Matt Russell.
Caden Kennard, 6-foot sophomore for Central, will step to the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line where he'll get his first point of the evening.
Yeah, Randy, this Toledo Central Catholic team, not only are they fantastic athletes, they are very good basketball team, but they are also an all-hair team. The hair on this team, it's unbelievable. And how ironic that Mike Floyd has a team that with incredible hair.
Do we need to explain why that's amazing? What a pass there. Talk about amazing about the finish from Trevick Berkey.
Yeah, it goes back to our key, high, low, right? High post to low post, always good for Shawnee's offense.
14-10, just over a minute left to go in the quarter, and that is answered with a simplified flooring 3 for Darren Flowers.
Boy, spring showers bring threes by Flowers.
Ojo gets this one out to the wing. Berkey trying to answer. That one's going to be no good.
Looks like Beckett's rushing his shot just a tad.
Just a touch. Ball underneath is knocked away. We'll stay with the Fighting Irish.
It'll be interesting to see how long Mark Triplett stays with this zone look with man principles on the box and one kind of look, because the slashing ability of Toledo Central Catholic is so good.
Entry pass comes all the way up top again for Flowers.
Yeah, just a straight zone now.
Looks like Central is going to run this out and play for the final shot of the quarter. They find themselves down one, under 20 to go in this opening frame. Kennard comes out to the wing. Here's Caden Kennard, gets a screen. Good pass into the wing. Now from the corner, three balls getting to the side of the backboard. The Indians have some time. Ball's going to be loose at midcourt, and that's how this opening quarter will end. But, partner, let's take a look at a couple of these highlights from this opening quarter.
Oh, boy, it was all excitement. First, a Dunkalicious by Trevick Berkey right there. And then on the other end, back-to-back plays. Toledo Central Catholic came up with a dunk as well.
14-13, here it is.
Oh, look at the explosion of Mac Russell off of 2 feet, like a young Randy Roberts.
Exactly like him. A 14-13 after one. Shawnee in front. We'll take a timeout here in WOSN. 14-13, Shawnee leads Toledo Central Catholic as we head to our second quarter. And the presenting sponsor for our game tonight is Pat's Donuts and Cream. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable Road next to LCC. Pat's Donuts and Cream, open daily.
Central staying in this man-to-man, and they lost track of Trevick Berkey, but good help side defense stopped it from being a dunk.
Now Berkey from the corner. Trevick come out to the wing, picked up his dribble, is going to need some help. As he's falling down, is able to get rid of the basketball. Central coaches wanted to travel. It's out to Beckett. Beckett's going to back up near the center circle, reset the offense for the Indians. Hutchins sends this around. Here's Beckett. Ball's going to be knocked away from behind. It's going to stay with Shawnee.
Now Vaughn with the back tap. Vaughn is just such a wily player. On the offensive end, finds his teammates, always keeps his eyes up, offensive rebounds, and on the defensive end, nice little back tap, schoolyard style.
Shawnee will inbound here. 35 seconds gone by the second quarter. Our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort style living in your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor.
They're going to call a travel, but Mark Triplett's going to ask the official, well, why did he travel? He just randomly fell down on his own. He wanted a foul there because of the contact.
Turnover will give the ball over to the Irish. Central with it, down one. Still looking for our first points of the second quarter. We had 2 buckets already by this point in our opening frame.
Well, the changing defenses of Shawnee have really kind of befuddled Toledo Central Catholic.
Good bounce pass underneath. He's banging around, trying to get his way to the basket. Caden Carruthers, 6'7" junior, will have one go off the mark. There's Beckett Berkey all the way to the basket. And now he's going to offer up a shot. It's going to be enough to send him to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line.
This is a great job going through contact. Digs it back out as it gets stolen from behind, but stays with it. Throws it up on the glass. gets himself the free throw opportunity as Carruthers picks up one.
Our free throws tonight are brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Wapak, Devils, and St. Mary's, locally owned and operated. Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering, too. Beckett Berkey will get the first toss.
Max Goldsberry, number 20, checks in for Shawnee as Jagger Hutchins gets a little bit of a break. Goldsberry, a guy that comes in and gives great minutes for Shawnee every time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, him and Damola Ojo, we saw Ojo in that opening frame for a couple of moments. So both Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws are good. Extends that Indian lead to 3, now 16-13. Here's a little spin into the lane. A little fall away is going to be no good. Rebound is bounced around, ends up in the hands of Central. And we're going to have, did they call an offensive foul? I believe they did.
Well, it's going to come right into your living room. Check it out. Feet are set, and it is going to be a charge. Fantastic defense by Shawnee. Don't forget, this is a Shawnee team, Randy, that lives with defense. 7 out of the last 13 games held their opponents under 30 points.
And our instant replays tonight are brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. Call Brian Wheeler to Elida Building and Contracting, committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience. Tough runner in the lane. This one's going to be no good as Dre Wardrop couldn't get it to go. And now we'll have a tie-up on the rebound. The arrow will favor Central.
Like Wardrop, came in, tried to go to the rim again. Remember, charge, he's not shy. Still going after that rim. Good work by Toledo Central Catholic to get another possession on that held ball.
It was number 32, Kalen Hornbig, helped out. This one's going to be thrown away. Central is going to maintain possession, but they're going to have it all the way down on the baseline, the other end of the floor.
Oh, boy, talk about high stakes, high intensity. Tate Bender going all the way to the baseline, almost extended out to save that one. Elite level stuff here in this regional semifinal.
Isaiah Mack Russell returns to the lineup for Central. So Mack Russell, Caden Carruthers, each with a couple of baskets for 4 to lead the way.
Now they're going to put Bender on him, and he's just going to deny everywhere.
Top, here's Manny Johnson. Johnson, get this one out. Nice job. Into the lane, a little slash and score. Caden Kennard.
Now, box and one, if you're not paying attention, you lose sight of a guy driving, he's going to go all the way to the hoop. If you were at that Shawnee Delphus St. John's game, they broke out that box and one against Cam Elwer. Going back to that same principle.
Entry pass inside is going to be no good, but the putback good for Beckett Berkey.
A good answer by Shawnee, and anytime you can get the Berkeys on the offensive glass, good things happen.
Beckett already with 9 years. Kennard again. That one's going to be no good. Beckett's got the miss. He's going to find his brother Trevick. Trevick leading the break. It's 3-on-2. Out to Beckett. Beckett, he'll get through the lane and he'll score.
Well, you can always finger roll. Brother to brother. Dive to the rim.
5-point lead for Shawnee. Now 20-15 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. 4:40 and counting left to play in our opening half of basketball.
Central Catholic has gotten really good looks, just have not been able to finish inside. We'll see if they can get one right here, and they do. How about that? The high glass smooch.
Yeah, banks it in for Manny Johnson. It's his first score of the night, cuts that lead to 3.
And a big bucket, as it really felt like momentum was really starting to build for Shawnee.
Yeah, like you said, Central had a couple of good looks. Defender's going to fall down. That's going to lead to an open 3 and a good one for Trevick Berkey.
36% behind the arc on the year, 100% that time.
That is a simplified flooring three-pointer. Simplified flooring will make choosing your flooring simple. And now the Indians with the break. And officials getting together, and we're going to see a couple of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws.
Great job, though, by Vaughn getting back and getting set. It's a 3-on-1. Yeah, he takes it off the hip. Doesn't really get set, even though the Irish fans behind him are all simultaneously signaling charge. They don't get the call, and it's the right call. Berkey Trevick goes to the line.
Officials want to clean up some perspiration that ended up on the floor. So here's Trevik Berkey now from the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. First one is good.
Yeah, a lot of times people come in and say the speed of one team is going to really surprise the other team. And it's usually like teams like Toledo Central Catholic or Shawnee or Senior, rather. And then you talk to Toledo Central Catholic right now, they're going to tell you, we're surprised how quickly Shawnee gets that ball up the floor.
Trevik Berkey will split the free throws. He's got 11, as does his brother Beckett. So they've combined for 22 of the 24. And there's a runner in the lane that's good.
Now Wardrop finally gets going offensively. You talked about the Berkey brothers with their 11 points. That's why they're the brothers of destruction, because they will destroy you on the offensive end.
And they've done that so far. There's one of them right now. Now the kick out is for Jagger Hutchins. Hutchins, but the behind-the-back pass, and the simplified flooring three, good for Tate Bender.
And Bender says, take that one.
A little contact. You did say Tate that one.
That's right. Take that one.
Here we go. Ojo's going to pick up the foul. A little bit of contact. It's on the floor. Central inbound here. 27-19. You see in our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard.
A good shot of the Toledo Central Catholic student section. Now, Randy Roberts, I'd like to guess what the theme is. I'm going to go, it's a blackout. What do you think?
That's a good guess. That's either that or everyone just happened to wear the same T-shirt today.
Do not visit the bank before you come here.
Three-pointer from the wing is going to be no good. Rebound is going to be thrown and saved off the leg of Tate Bender, and a huge play made by Keelan Hornbeek.
Yeah, Hornbeek really extended. Saves a possession. And Central Catholic snacking on some danger here, down by 8. Really needs something good to go their way.
I'm not sure if Shawnee was really set defensively off that inbound. Quick three is no good from Flowers. And now here come the Indians with the basketball. Bender trying to direct some traffic. That high post pass. Beckett Berkey. Berkey going to bull his way close to the rim. Can't get the mid-range jumper to go.
Yeah, they like the matchup. He had the smaller Waldrop on him. Great job by Shawnee. Just couldn't make the shot.
Waldrop with a great pass and a better finish for Isaiah Mack Russell.
Well, Mack Russell is just so athletic, isn't he? Look at the gold shoes, the match his golden game. You see why Shawnee is so concerned about him. He is as athletic as you get.
Cuts that Indian lead to 6, 27-21. Just over 2 minutes to go on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Good work around the perimeter. Three left a little short for Jagger Hutchins. Going to lead to a run out. 3 on 5 isn't going to stop anyone wearing white. That runner no good. Caden Kennard had a tough shot. Now we'll see what Shawnee will do. Zojo left wide open, just puts it up and in.
That's really a 4-point swing. Should have been an easy make on the other end with Toledo Central Catholic, and they lose track of Ojo. And when you lose track, you're going to say, oh no, that's an easy 2.
And the baseline drive and score for Isaiah Mack Russell. He's up to 8.
Mark Triplett not happy with that defensive effort. Way too easy for Mack Russell to get that close to the rim.
Now there's one knocked away. Dre Wardrop trying to tell the official that he knocked it off a Shawnee player.
Well, it's almost like it's state mandated, right? You have to point. When the ball goes out of bounds, you have to point that way. Even if it's not that commercial. Coach, no, it went off of me. What are you doing? No, you always got to point the wrong way.
So the Indians, Matthew Stiles had the basketball as they work it around to the wing for Trevik Berkey. Berkey wants to go back to Stiles. Matthew for Tate Bender. That's going to be blocked as Mack Russell gets involved on defense as well. And now running the floor and scoring, Manny Johnson.
How about a block on a defensive end? Oh, an absolute facial block on Tate Bender. Mack Russell, sensational.
Final minute of this opening half. Well, give and go, and the finish for Trevik Berkey.
How many times have we seen that high-low action pay dividends for Shawnee this year? Go back to it again.
Looks like the Fighting Irish Central is going to hold on to this one. We want to tell you that the game tonight brought to you by Binkley Real Estate. Binkley Real Estate is an effective sales approach, effective marketing campaigns, and extensive network that will get results that move you.
The Shawnee bench reminding the guys where the shooters are and who are the shooters. Situational basketball, not executed great by CC in the first quarter. See how they do here.
Yeah, we're going to get a reach and a foul. This one's going to go on Matthew Stiles. It's going to be his first, team second.
Well, you have one to give, right? Go ahead and take it, make them inbound it again.
And you still actually have 2 more to give.
I always wonder about that in the first half, though, because those fouls, personal fouls, individually carry in the second half.
Oh, trouble for Manny Johnson. He lost the handle, nearly fell down. Ball ended up being knocked out of bounds, so Central's going to be down to a second and a half.
Yeah, nice job by Ojo there. Do not touch a jump shooter here with 1.4 left.
Kennard will have to do the inbounding, just looking for someone. Comes in, here's Isaiah McRussell off the iron, and that's how our opening half of basketball will end. But we promised a good one. We've delivered so far. Shawnee leads this one at the break, 31-25. Take a timeout, have more when we return. Hey, Randy and Miles back with you here from Savage Arena, the campus University of Toledo. 31-25, our score at the half. We want to tell you that our halftime show brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. A partner, we were promised a good one, delivered so far here, as we said, 31-25 at the half. This one's gone back and forth.
Oh, boy, had a couple dunks, big threes, both teams giving great effort. If you are Mike Floyd, though, you're going in a half to your guys and you're saying, 5 feet in, let's finish, right? What a different first half that'd be had they been able to finish from 5 feet in. Give credit, though, to Shawnee, doing a great job of making it difficult to finish and then getting that rebound off the miss. And if you're also Mike Floyd, you're saying to your guys, high, low, take it away, right? How do you lose track of a guy that's 6'7" when he dives to the rim? Take that action away from Shawnee. But you got to give a lot of credit to Mark Triplett. Great game plan, right? You got an unbelievable player in Mac Russell. So what do? You do everything you can to take him away. Randy, the scary thing about Isaiah Mac Russell, just a sophomore.
Right, and we got some halftime numbers here as we see some of the stats provided. Shawnee ended up 12 of 22 from the floor in that opening half, while Central was 11 of 29. Rebounds, Central plus 7 there. Hornbeak already with 5 at the half. Jagger Hutchins, Beckett Berkey leads Shawnee with 4. And anything else kind of stick out to you?
Yeah, Wardrop, who we thought would be a big part of what they do because he shoots 44% behind the arc, only limited to 2 points, has not gotten a 3-point opportunity up. So got to credit Shawnee. They know he's a good shooter. They've taken him out of the game. And on the other side for Shawnee, the brothers Berkey, the brothers of the destruction, both with 11 points. But who's going to be that third guy in the second half? You got to believe someone's going to step forward and make some big buckets for Shawnee.
Well, 31-25, Shawnee leads this one at the break. We'll have take a break. Come back with more here on WOSN. Hey, Randy and Miles back with you again as we continue their halftime show brought to you by the State Bank. So again, 31-25 our score here at the half. Shawnee leads Toledo Central Catholic. We told you in our pregame winner this one's going to come back on Saturday afternoon. No, they're going to play the Sandusky Blue Streak. Sandusky got a big win over Rocky River Lutheran West, 59-53. Partner, we were both kind of in and out with that one. I know you were the one signing autographs. You had media row here. Anyone walking by wanted to stop and talk to Miles. But what are some of your thoughts? There's 2 really athletic basketball teams that we watched in that opening semifinal.
Look, it's not going to be easy when you get past this round, right?
Right. Everyone's good, right?
Sandusky was absolutely fantastic. The Blue Streaks, who have a polar bear as a mascot.
Yeah, that was a little, right?
Didn't make sense, but yeah, they were very athletic, very competitive. I love their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end, and they get after you defensively. It's going to be a lot of fun depending on who wins this one and that matchup Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock.
And jumped out to a huge lead, and Lutheran West made a late charge, and the Blue Streaks able to make some free throws down the stretch and come up with a couple of big stops, and more importantly, about our guy Peyton getting a show up, win a free t-shirt.
Now, Peyton, you don't know this, but the white on the shirt, that's glow in the dark. So when you go in the dark, you're going to see your chicken light up. And there he is. He's sporting it, man. He is working with the shirt on. And Peyton, when we were last week at Liberty Benton for the district, he filled up his pockets full of Lee's chicken fingers in the hospitality room. He loves his Lee's. What he spent?
We all do here at WOSN.
We do, but he spent like $24 one time at a game, didn't he? Buying Lee's chicken fingers. Yeah, senior high. So Peyton, you are the biggest fan for Lee's, without a doubt.
So a couple extra plugs for Lee's famous recipe chicken. So we love that. We love basketball. We love the one that we're watching here, 31-25 at the half. Shawnee out in front of Toledo Central Catholic. We'll come back, have the second half for you when we return. Randy and Miles back with you here as we are set to begin the third quarter. And this third quarter is brought to you by Pat's Donuts and Cream. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable Road next to LCC. Pat's Donuts and Cream, open daily. Hopefully open late for the late arriving crowd. That'll be heading back down to Lima, and we hope it will come after a Shawnee victory.
Yeah, celebrate with something sweet.
That's right.
And savory. Did you have yourself a punchki this week?
I did.
What flavor did you have?
I went lemon.
Really?
Yep.
Never had a lemon punchki. I had Boston cream.
Okay.
But you can't go wrong, right?
No, you cannot.
It's like 2,400 calories or something.
Yeah, and as one of my friends likes to say, who has the same body type I do, when you're guys like us, every Tuesday's Fat Tuesday. That's all right.
It's all that media room food that you eat.
That's what it is, right?
Back to man out of Toledo Central Catholic, but boy, they were playing 100% denial on Trevick Berkey.
And Beckett wanted to go to Tate Bender. Bender's going to mishandle the pass. It's going to go out of bounds, and Shawnee turns this over.
Now, Toledo Central Catholic, if they can figure out a way to get physical and finish through traffic, might be a different. Oh, what a block!
Second effort hits the side of the iron. This one's going to be out of bounds, so it's going to stay Central ball. But you mentioned the turnovers. It's one thing we didn't take a look at with these halftime stats. Shawnee just 3 at the break, Central with 5.
How about the block to save the easy deuce? Such length.
Here's one knocked away, so Beckett Berkey will force a turnover. Now here's Tate Bender coming cross court back to Beckett. Go to the baseline, and now backing out will be Matthew Stiles.
One of the most underrated parts of the Shawnee offense is their ability to move the basketball quickly.
Hutchins' runner is going to be left short, held it high, knew there was going to be some contact. And now here come the Irish with the basketball. They'll go on the baseline again. Talk about contact and a big score. Isaiah Mack Russell.
Yeah, Mack Russell really got going in that first half, the last 4 minutes of the game, and he is going to be one scary dude moving forward.
He's got 10, and now blocked from the side as Jagger Hutchins couldn't get the jumper from the free throw line.
The length of the recovery of Toledo Central Catholic really bothered Hutchins on that shot.
Free ball is going to be no good. Trevick Berkey with that one-hand rebound now. Here's what the Indians do best, running the floor. And how about the score from Tate Bender?
Yeah, this Shawnee team, man, they can leak out in a hurry. Look at the up fake, still undefeated, and then go top corner. Circle gets a square. Old-fashioned three-point opportunity.
It's Tate Bender now with 5. He'll have an opportunity to add one more as he goes to Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line. Trying to finish off this 3-point play. Indians up 33-27 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Make it 34-27.
A good response out of Shawnee after it looked like momentum was seized by Toledo Central Catholic early in the second half.
I think the runner's going to be no good for Manny Johnson. Johnson a little slow to get up. It's going to be 5-on-4, and Bender's going to take advantage and get another quick bucket. And we're going to have ourselves our first Metzger Financial Services timeout of the night. Metzger Financial Services, helping plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. With the stoppage, let's take a timeout here on WOSN. 36-27 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Shawnee out in front of Toledo Central Catholic here in this Division III regional semifinal from the University of Toledo. Well, partner Central made a run to begin this quarter.
That they did.
But it got answered quickly and effectively out of the Shawnee Indians.
If you do not get back, Shawnee will make you pay every single time. Now back to that zone look by Shawnee.
Another score in it for Isaiah Mack Russell, who's up to 12.
Oh boy, he just does not look like a sophomore at all, does he?
Does not.
He is impressive, so explosive.
By far leading scorer tonight for the Irish. They're down 7 on our scoreboard, brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. The defensive play made there by Trey Vaughn. And now trying to answer, and a blocking called. Looks like a couple of free throws coming for Central.
Well, what a response by Central Catholic after the timeout by Mike Floyd. Whatever he said was good. Hutchins, who averages a block a game, rooftop that one, but got the body as well. Since the timeout, Central Catholic has come out attacking. And Randy, no doubt about it, Mike Floyd at halftime said, hey, number 21, your teammate, Isaiah Mack Russell, let's get him the ball a lot, will we?
And he's going to cash in both Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. That gives him 14.
And now a little full court pressure, man-to-man by Central Catholic.
Travis Berkey able to bring this one into the front court. Flips it up top. Styles as their reverse and entry pass comes in. Beckett trying to back down his defender in the paint. Floater's going to be no good. A nice job trying to stay away from the basketball. Caden Kennard, we're going to have to take a look at the Elida Building and Contracting replay. See if that just grazed the white. Did it get the hand of Kennard?
Good job by the official being right there on the spot. And don't you like that the official made that call and we don't have to go to the monitor and wait for 5 minutes?
We'll look inside, and the score for Beckett Berkey.
One of the things that always amazes me, how you let teams' best players catch it on out-of-bounds plays. OB under, give it to 23, and then celebrate. Bucket Berkey, another one.
And replays tonight brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. Call Brian Wheeler at Elida Building and Contracting, committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience.
Yeah, Carruthers just can't stay on the floor. Foul trouble has really stymied his opportunities here tonight.
So Beckett Berkey will cash in from the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line as he's able to convert the three-point play. It extends that lead to 8 now for the Indians on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard.
If you're Shawnee, pay attention. Flowers, number 12, back on the floor. Had a big dagger from behind the arc in that first half.
Mandy Johnson up at the point. There's Flowers with it right now. Flowers gets into the lane, lost the handle of the basketball. Has to get rid of it. But 3 players standing at the same spot in the floor for the Irish. High arcing jumper. That one hits the heel of the iron twice. Beckett Berkey will have the miss, and now Beckett will bring it into the front court. Beckett backing up inside the center circle. Find that high post pass to his brother. His brother's Beckett. Berkey trying to go inside. Beckett on the offensive rebound to the second opportunity will get in and score.
Oh, what about the toughness, though, of Matthew Styles to dig that one out? The smallest guy in the paint gets it to Berkey for another easy 2.
Double-digit lead now, and the offensive foul is going to be called on Caden Kennard.
Oh, we're going to read this one and let you be the judge. Does Berkey get in front of it? Oh, you know what it is. It's the lowering of the shoulder of Kennard into the solar plexus of Berkey.
41-31. Shawnee up by 10 halfway through. Here's a steal. Flowers going to take that one away, but it's going to be answered. It's Tate Bender able to get back on defense. 3-on-3, the lob, and the dunk for Trevick Berkey as we've got an injured player for Central on the floor.
Oh, little brother love. First, the steal by Bender, and then a little lob city. Dunkalicious.
Is Darren Flowers, the injured player for Central. Straight to the bench. It looks like he was able to get out. Now they're going to head back into the locker room and take a look at him.
It's a big loss for Toledo Central Catholic if they can't get back in. Played some quality minutes in that first half.
Irish trail by a dozen, 3:40 to go in our third quarter. Pull-up jumper, that one's going to be no good. Beckett Berkey had the rebound, but a good defensive play as Manny Johnson tries to step in front of that one. Get the tie up. Arrow is going to favor the Irish.
Oh, what a great job by Manny Johnson. Just get his hands on it. And then how about Buckets Berkey just swinging him away, saying, get off me. It's my basketball. Both teams, elite level toughness.
Quick inbound comes in. Reverse layup, no good for Isaiah Mack Russell, but the putback is good. So it gives him 16 now tonight, and now foul is going to be called at midcourt.
You wonder if that was a, hey, I remember we just tied up a moment ago. Not real happy with you. Let's see if I can get you on a foul. And Manny Johnson and Beckett Berkey still kind of scowling at each other.
It's going to be the first on Manny, fourth this quarter against Central. Next one's going to put Shawnee in the bonus. Tate Bender at the wing, comes top of the key. Beckett Berkey with it. Try to give it back to Trevick. Both defenders in the air. Reverse layup's no good, but Trevick is going to go to Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line.
Now, Randy, I don't know if you've seen this before, but it's a high pass to a low post pass by the Berkeys.
What, a little high-low?
High-low, something that they love. Great action, though. Trevick with the fake to the top of the wing, and then the backdoor pass. I think if you play Shawnee, you just live with the fact that they're going to make that backdoor cut and play underneath it all night long.
Free throws tonight are brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Wapak, Dallas, and St. Mary's. Locally owned and operated, Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering, too. Both free throws off the mark, but Daniel Ojo had the offensive rebound. Dre Wardrop's going to come away with the basketball in traffic. He's going to go the distance, and he'll go to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line.
It's been a quiet night for Wardrop, but you got to give the kid a lot of credit because he has not stopped with his effort. Tremendous anticipation of that pass, and then going into the contact, get himself to the free throw line, as it looked like it was going to be a great play by Ojo on that rebound.
It did. So Wardrop at the line for 2 free throws. He'll get his first one. That gives him 3 tonight. Back to a single-digit lead for Shawnee in that Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Wardrop is able to get both tosses. Now a little bit more pressure applied out of Central.
A little zone pressure. Problem, anytime you apply pressure to Shawnee, though, is they have that ability with 2 guys just to throw it over top of it, 6'7" to 6'6". Makes it real easy.
Trevick Berkey takes over at the point. Beckett from deep buries the simplified flooring three-pointer, and we're going to have ourselves a quick Metzger Financial Services timeout. 2:39 to go in the third. Indians by 11. We'll step aside here in WOSF. 46-35, Shawnee out in front of Toledo Central Catholic coming out of this Metzger Financial Services timeout. We also want to tell you, Better Game tonight brought to you by Binkley Real Estate. Binkley Real Estate has an effective sales approach, effective marketing campaigns, and extensive network that will get you results that move you.
Now you wonder if Mike Floyd during that timeout asked his guys, who's 23 in red? That's Beckett Berkey. Why is he by himself on a 3-ball? A rare mistake by Toledo Central Catholic, allowed the 3-ball by Beckett Berkey, but good answer there.
And Manny Johnson will stick in the missed 3 on the other end. Cuts that lead back to 9. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Another 3-pointers when the opposite wing no good. As the Irish come away with it. Now here's Isaiah Mack Russell. Works his way through the paint, can't get it to go. Rebound was knocked out of the hands of Jagger Hutchins, and it's going to lead to a couple of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws.
You see the frustration on the face of Jagger Hutchins because he did a great job initially with the defense, but he gets it picked out of his pocket, and he has to go up and defend the other block. He has to commit the foul.
Caden Kennard will go to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. First one drops in.
Well, how about Kennard getting the rotation on the free throw? Have you ever seen a free throw with more rotation than that? Watch this one. His rotation got him the first one because it hit the back end and rolled in. Watch the spin. Look at that. 1,000 rotations on that.
He gets them both. Gives him 6 points this evening. Now 46-39 on our Ultimate Outdoors scoreboard with 1:45 to go. It's that pass over the top. Ojo nearly threw it away, found Caleb Miller. Caleb was ready for that one.
Now, I think you're going to see a lot more of that 1-2-2 moving forward for Toledo Central Catholic.
Bender will find Beckett. Tate, top of the key. Ojo, good pass into the corner. And Beckett Berkey buries the simplified flooring three-pointer.
Wow, what a find by Ojo. Berkey moved without the basketball. Release, rotation, and celebration for Shawnee.
Answer on the other end is a good one for Manny Johnson. Our three-pointers tonight brought to you by Simplified Flooring. Simplified Flooring will make choosing your flooring simple. Nothing simple about that last three-pointer.
Well, I think Toledo Central Catholic, though, has figured out their formula moving forward. They are going to attack the rim, and if you let Manny Johnson go towards it, he's going to find it more times than not.
Shawnee right now been around the perimeters. Miller, top of the key. Caleb out to Tate Bender. Now the entry pass comes in. A good turn. That went off the front of the iron for Beckett Berkey, and a rebound in traffic by Dre Wardrop. And we're going to have ourselves a whistle.
And a scramble for the rebound after the errant shot of Beckett Berkey. And I really like when Vaughn is on Beckett Berkey. He plays underneath him, and as he's going up to shoot, he moves into him and moves him off his spot. Vaughn, a really good defender, and it's a good matchup for Toledo Central Catholic as they're going to let the ball roll up. Hold it for the last shot here.
And Beckett's the one that commits that foul, so Central with it. Miles said just under 30 seconds to go in our third quarter. Manny Johnson comes out to the wing. Now he's going to back up.
The third opportunity to have situational basketball execution here.
Manny brings this one around. Wardrop from deep, can't get it to go, but the offensive rebound, that's off the mark. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Irish. 0.8 of a second to go.
At 0.8, you still have a time to catch and shoot. If you're Shawnee, take any dive away from the rim.
A couple of really good looks now. Three from the corner is no good as we've reached the end of our third quarter with Shawnee hanging on to the lead. Indians will take a 49-41 lead into the fourth when we'll have it for you next here on WOSN. 49-41, Shawnee leads Toledo Central Catholic as we head to the fourth quarter. And this fourth quarter brought to you by Pat's Donuts and Cream. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable Road next to LCC. Pat's Donuts and Cream, open daily. Speaking of LCC, T-Birds into a regional final on Saturday.
How good was Jordan Pretty the other night? 25 points, absolutely sensational.
Got to watch some of our other friends in action. Dave Bowen, Evan Skilleter, a great call. Central Catholic, Lima Central Catholic, that is, handed Patrick Henry its first loss of the season.
Well, a big bullet dodge right there by Toledo Catholic Central because the three ball by Jagger Hutchins looked like it was going to go down.
Now foul's going to be called here. This is going to go on Beckett Berkey. It's going to be his second, I believe they said.
A good gamble because you know exactly what Mac Russell's going to do. He's going to go to the rim.
One it looks like to get the lob to him off the inbound. Couldn't do it. One to go to the short corner. Instead it comes over the top as the three from Wardrop's going to be no good. Now the Indians off the miss. They want to take off and run. Here's Beckett Berkey trying to get a clear out, or wanted to wait for everyone just to get by him. Out of Tate Bender. I don't think Tate was going to back up his defender from the three-point line. Now Beckett will. Beckett for Tate, who's left open, gets the easy score.
Now, one of the most underrated parts of Beckett Berkey's game is his ability to find his teammates. 4 assists a game, finds the smart Tate Bender.
Now trying to get his feet set Caden Carruthers, I think he wanted to slam that home, and instead he'll just take the easy deuce.
Yeah, Shawnee fans wanted a little bit of a travel as he hesitated, but good job by Carruthers to gather himself. Hey, Randy, well, you wonder what the game would be like had Carruthers been able to stay on the floor. He was a big part of what was going on early with his putbacks.
Jagger Hutchins trying to direct traffic. Here's Bender. Lane's left open. Take to the basket. That was going to be blocked from behind, but the putback good for Jagger Hutchins.
Yeah, smart basketball IQ by Hutchins to dive to the rim on that block attempt.
10-point lead. Pass is going to be deflected off the backboard. And now the Indians with it again. Shawnee in the break. Hutchins got his defender in the air. Jumper off the mark. And the big athletic rebound grab by Manny Johnson. And we're going to have ourselves a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. 6:12 left to play. Indians lead by 10. We'll take a timeout here on WOSN. 10-point lead for Lima Shawnee here as we played about a minute and 48 seconds as I do some quick math of this fourth quarter. 53-43. Indians on top. This fourth quarter brought to you by Binkley Real Estate. Binkley Real Estate is an effective sales approach, effective marketing campaigns, and extensive network that will get you results that move you. So off the timeout, three ball from the corner is huge and good for Caden Kennard.
Yeah, Kennard just set up in the corner. Defense lost him. It's something that this Toledo Central Catholic team doesn't do extremely well. Only 32% from behind the arc on the year.
It's a simplified flooring three-pointer, and it cuts into the Shawnee lead now 53-46, 5:40 to go on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Here's Bender, top of the key. Let's reverse this, and we've got a whistle away from the basketball. This is going to be just on some jostling down on the low post. Don't know if we'll be able to see anything in our Elida building and contracting replay.
You see the grab on the screen. Hutchins is setting the screen, and there was a grab over top of it, and the official's going to call that. You can't go right through a screen. You got to go around the screen. Can't grab it either.
Can't grab a screen?
Can't grab a screen unless it's on the front porch.
Okay. Travis Berkey's going to hold on to the basketball in the corner near the timeline. Under 5.5 to go. Here's Tate Bender. Tate has played a fearless game so far. Might not lead this team in scoring. He's had another productive evening.
Yeah, he just makes winning plays all the time, doesn't he?
Push is going to be called on that far sideline by the benches. I believe this is going to go on Caden Kennard.
Keep an eye on that moving forward, because Toledo Central Catholic is said they're going to go through screens. They're not going to let the Berkeys get those free runs off of screens. They're going to right through them.
Caden Kennard's going to pick up his second foul. Second this quarter also against Central. Matthew Stiles looked like he was going to go to the basket, changed his mind, and now we're going to get a whistle. And we're going to have ourselves another Metzger Financial Services timeout. Metzger Financial Services, helping plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Quick 30-second timeout here. Let's take a break on WOSN. 53-46. Shawnee continues to lead this one over Toledo Central Catholic. 4:56 left to play in our fourth quarter.
Timeout by Shawnee. Mark Triplett did not like what was going on offensively. There, for the first time in a half court, was getting pushed out away from the basket.
Yeah, a little too much standing around.
Mm-hmm. If anyone knows to call a timeout and when to do it, it's Mark Triplett, Coach of the Year in the WBL this year.
Entry pass is going to be knocked away as Kennard is going to get this one out to Darren Flowers. Flowers, top of the key, back to Kennard.
Good to see Flowers back out there. Got that left calf taped up.
And Manny Johnson had the ball ripped away, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul. It's going to go on Trevick Berkey. That's going to be his first. Second of the quarter whistled against Shawnee. Force a quick inbound and left open under the basket, Caden Carruthers.
I kind of lost him. A great little bounce by Hutchins on Carruthers. but moved off him, and Carruthers just stayed at the block. Good find by Toledo Central Catholic. And we've got ourselves a 5-point game.
And Central fans clad in white, red, and gray making some noise. And making some noise, Trevick Berkey with a score from the low block.
It's such a get-out-of-jail-free card, isn't it? Go brother to brother, up high, just find my little bro, down on the low block, and then the finish through the contact.
So officials are going to fix the net before Berkey will go to the free throw line to try to finish off here. That is the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. There's a couple of changes coming for Central's. Dre Wardrop, Trey Vaughn back into the lineup.
You got to be careful how loud you say Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, because our camera guy, Peyton, man, he loses focus when he hears it. Starts looking around for mashed potatoes and gravy.
But Trevick able to make it a three-point play. Makes it 56-48. Trying to get going from the free throw line. That was going to be no good. But Isaiah Mack Russell had some plans for that. Now on the other end, they're going to wave off the basket. Travel is going to be called on Beckett Berkey.
This is a great job by Tate Bender to corral it and then find his teammate. 1, 2. Well, I've seen the NBA get away with that a lot, and I thought that was pretty good.
Now we're going to have one called on the other end. Is Isaiah Mack Russell is going to turn this over.
Yeah, Mike Floyd up. Not happy with that call, but I think it kind of basketball karma, right? You get cheated on one end, it equals out on the other.
It's Trevick Berkey in the backcourt. Will find Tate Bender, takes across the timeline. 3:40 and counting to play on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Jagger Hutchins will send this over to the right wing. Pass up top. Knocked into the backcourt. Ball still loose. This one's going to be out of bounds as Dre Wardrop fighting for it. Wardrop unable to hang on to it.
Yeah, just kind of that night for Toledo Central Catholic, right? Finally have something that looks like it's going to be an explosive play for you, and then you Pele it out of bounds. No credit on the soccer call?
I'll give you that one.
Wow.
Most famous soccer player of all time. Miles knows him. That's
I'm shocked. No bend it like Beckham.
I'm shocked. Right.
You, the soccer guy, I thought I'd get big kudos for that.
The bullet pass underneath. And the finish for Beckett Berkey.
Yeah, another great find by Tate Bender. Every time it looks like Toledo Central Catholic's going to go a little bit of run, Lima Shawnee answers with a sensational play.
Another chance here as they'll get the run out. Styles to the basket, scores, and they'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, you're going to finish and go through contact and get some Styles points on top of it.
That's got the Shawnee faithful sitting underneath us, up off their feet. And before the free throw, we're going to have ourselves a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Indians lead by a dozen. Let's take a break here on WOSN. 12-point lead now for Shawnee, 60-48. They lead Toledo Central Catholic here. 3:01 left to play in our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. This Shawnee team has answered the bell. You mentioned it a couple of times, Miles. Central has made some runs. They got this down. A 9-point lead would be turned to 4. 10-point lead maybe would get cut to 6. Now that lead's grown to a dozen with a chance for more coming.
Just the toughness of this Shawnee team. So impressive.
Styles is going to miss the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw. So here come the Irish. Thunder 3 to play.
If you're Toledo Central Catholic, you do not have to start chucking 3 balls.
Entry pass looking for Vaughn is going to be knocked away. So the Indians will force the turnover. We mentioned that both teams are taking good care of the basketball that opening half. Styles near the timeline. Get this to, I believe that's Trevick Berkey. Back to Styles.
Yeah, working some clock now with that 12-point lead. And Flowers comes up and says, you know what, I'm going to have to foul you. Beckett doesn't like how hard he was fouled, and he's letting the official know about it.
The conversation still continues on. That's going to be the 5th team foul this quarter.
How about Trevick? Trevick Berkey goes over and tells the official, we're shooting free throws here, sir. A nice job by Trevick going over there and cooling things down.
Central a little bit confused on what's going on right now. Finally realize it's because there's free throws. So Beckett Berkey will step to the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line. He'll knock down the first one.
I like this move by Mark Triplett, too. You take your guys out of the key, make sure you get back on defense. It does 2 things. You're going to get back automatically, and you don't make a silly foul on a rebound if it's a missed free throw.
But it's not anyways, as Beckett cashes in both free throws. 62-48 here with 2:20 to play.
A straight up 2-3. If Toledo Central Catholic moves it correctly, they'll have an open look behind the arc, but great job by Vaughn to get the easy 2.
That's his first bucket of the night. Makes it 62-50 now. Travel off the inbound against that pressure, so Beckett Berkey will turn it over. And the Irish with the opportunity.
Uncharacteristic turnover. This is a team that only turns it over 9 times a game. A little bit of a glimmer of hope here for Toledo Central Catholic.
Off the inbound, swing this around. 3-pointer's no good. Berkey had the rebound, a little incidental contact going for the rebound. And the tip in off the first miss is good for Isaiah Mack Russell.
That ain't over yet. Toledo Central Catholic back-to-back buckets, got it down to 10.
We'll continue with that pressure, now contact. And a foul's going to be called. And Beckett Berkey looks maybe slightly annoyed at some of that pressure. We'll go to the free throw line as we take a look at the Elida Building and Contracting replay.
No, I disagree with you. It's not slightly annoyed. It's highly annoyed. He just gave that look like, all right, I'm just going to dagger you at the free throw line.
That's exactly what he does. He'll knock down his first Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw. About 29 tonight for him.
Just absolutely sensational every time we watch them play. Buckets Berkey back to back.
He was also passing Berkey there for a while.
He does it all, my friend.
Lead back to a dozen. A nice play inside for Caden Kennard. Now we'll get a whistle on the inbound.
Now, I'm sure Mark Triplett's going to remind his guys, when we inbound it, let's not do it underneath our own basket. Almost a near steal again for Toledo Central Catholic there.
So we'll walk to the other end of the floor and shoot a couple more Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. It's minute 29. Trevick Berkey at the line. His first one is up, no good.
That's uncharacteristic for Trevick, 84% on the year.
Shawnee less than 90 seconds away. The second one off the mark from a date with Sandusky for the right to go to the Final Four, and a foul on the other end. And Central is going to get a couple of free throws. We take a look at the Elida Building and Contracting replay.
A nice little shimmy shake and then go through to contact. And again, give it to Hutchins. He made the first contact, and then Beckett Berkey hit him. Randy, I think Isaiah Mack Russell is one of those guys that if you put him in a photo booth, like they have at Dave & Buster's, and there's a hoop in there, he's still going to find a way to score on you. He just has that ability to get by. Like 2 defenders like Hutchins and Berkey right there, and he finds a way to get it on the rim.
He's got 19, now make it 20. As he'll cash in both Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. It's minute 24 to play, and that lead is at 8. Now trouble on the turnover. 3-pointer's no good. Offensive rebound comes to Caden Kennard. That one's going to be off the rim. Second opportunity, up, no good. We'll see what Trey Vaughn can do from the least famous recipe chicken free throw line.
Oh, I just love the tenacity of Trey Vaughn. Number 3, going through it, muscling his way. Gets the foul. Almost goes. Would have been a huge and one opportunity. 1:11 left. Had that gone and a three-point opportunity. Oh, hold on. We'd have ourselves a great finish.
As it is right now, the lead is 8, and the officials coming over to the Shawnee bench. Styles foul out?
Yeah, they're holding up 5 on Styles. That's his 5th.
So Max Goldsberry is going to check into the lineup. Haven't seen a lot of Max tonight.
Correction, that was 5 on Jagger Hutchins.
Okay.
Well, Jagger got his money's worth for sure.
The first least famous recipe chicken free throw. Caden Kennard is no good. He'll get one more. So notice that Kennard and Manny Johnson have the shoe, so they have the
they went opposite.
Shoes.
Yeah. Must have the same size shoe. What do you think?
Well, it'd be weird if one guy was an 8, one guy was an 11.
Kind of look like bowling shoes a little bit, doesn't it, back in the day?
Way back in the day. There's a good look.
I would ask him what he's wearing for Easter, but I already know.
Oh, yeah?
Well, sure, those shoes. Those are fantastic.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Quick foul on the rebound off the miss. We're going to walk to the other end, shoot a couple least famous recipe chicken free throws.
Now, a little bad news, good news for Toledo Central Catholic. Bad news, you missed the free throw. Good news is, though, you fouled right away. So this parade to the free throw line will continue.
And it'll be with Tate Bender at the line.
Yeah, not a guy you want to foul. Tate Bender absolutely rock solid from the free throw line.
So bury his first one.
And Bender 81% from the free throw line on the year.
Tate stepped up his scoring tonight. He's given the Indians 11.
Ojo comes back in for Shawnee. Get a little bit bigger as Toledo Central Catholic continues to attack the rim. They don't get an open 3.
Bender able to get both of his free throws. Lead is 9, and a foul on the other end. And Manny Johnson is going to shoot a couple of free throws.
Well, let's see if Beckett Berkey gets over in time. That's a tough call. Official on the baseline says, you know what, Manny Johnson, he was up for takeoff. Let's get him to the free throw line. Toledo Express Airport had to give him clearance on that one. He was so high.
And our replays tonight have been brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. Call Brian Wheeler, Elida Building and Contracting, committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience.
Going to do the offense-defense switch. Max Goldsberry going in for Ojo.
Free throws no good, but the offensive rebound grabbed, but off the mark. Just again, been that kind of night for Central.
Yeah, tomorrow when they watch film, and all coaches watch film, even if it's not a film they want to watch, they will watch it. And Mike Floyd will look at it and say, man, if we just would have made shots from 5 feet in, we would be in such better position to win this basketball game.
So here's Matthew Stiles to shoot the least famous recipe chicken free throws. He'll bury the first one here. So that gives Matthew 3 points on the evening.
Yeah, Randy, how good is Stiles as a free throw shooter? He's only missed 1 all year long.
Not because he's 2 of 3.
No, he just was victim of the announcer jinx.
That's right. See, that's in full effect here. There's Mac Russell working the baseline, and he is going to draw the foul.
I love the idea, though. Mike Floyd telling his guys, just keep attacking the rim. At some point in time, though, if you're Mark Triplett, you tell your guys, don't foul, right?
It's just that easy.
Yeah, if you foul, the clock stops.
So he's able to knock down his first least famous recipe chicken free throw. The fans slowly starting to make their way towards the exits here. So 49 seconds to play.
Yeah, if I'm a Shawnee fan, though, I'm still nervous.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Second free throw grazes off the front of the iron. Putback attempt is no good. But once again, there's going to be a foul, and we're going to see more free throws.
Is this Vaughn that comes up with the offensive rebound again? Oh, yeah, he just pushes Goldsberry. Yeah. Pushes Goldsberry out of the way. Earns his way to the free throw line again.
So here's Trey Vaughn with 47 seconds to go. First one's hit the front of the iron.
Ojo comes back in again for Goldsberry.
Second attempt coming is good.
Not out of the woods yet. If you're Shawnee, down to 7, still a 3-possession game. Well, you got to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, that's going to be a turnover, and Central's going to get this one.
I'm wondering if Mark Triplett calls timeout just to settle his guys down a little bit. For the first time in this game, they look a little dismayed on the red jerseys.
Central on the attack again, baseline score, and a chance at a three-point play. Caden Kennard slow to get up. As he went face first, we're going to take a look at the Elida Building and Contracting replay.
Beckett Berkey comes over, but he is falling down, and the contact on the floor. A good call by the official. Yeah, Mark Triplett's going to call timeout. Got to kind of regroup his guys with 39.7 left.
And it's going to be the fourth foul on Beckett Berkey. So we do have ourselves a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. 39 seconds to go. There is a very nervous Shawnee student section.
Yeah, take care of the basketball, make your free throws. You should still be okay, Shawnee. But that's been the problem, right? They haven't been taking care of the basketball here of late.
Not.
And credit Mike Floyd and his gang from Toledo Central Catholic because they have continued to battle to the end.
Now they're going to have a chance to make this a 4-point game in our final 39 seconds. Caden Kennard, when the action resumes, will go to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line. So we making sure everyone is set. Looks like we're good to go.
If you're Toledo Central Catholic and you told your guys, if you get an opportunity to foul someone with the basketball, it's Ojo for Shawnee that you want to foul.
Free throw's going to hit the front of the iron, drop in. 4-point game. Here comes that pressure. And it just in. Now, quick whistle and a foul. And Trevick Berkey is going to shoot the least famous recipe chicken free throws.
Well, Toledo Central Catholic is upset, but they should be happy because had he been able to turn, he had his brother all by himself in the front court for an easy dunk.
It's going to be the fifth foul whistled here.
So you get that kind of timeout, right?
Yeah. It's Coach Floyd taking the time here. Use this one as Darren Flowers will exit the contest tonight. So here is Trevick Berkey at the least famous recipe chicken free throw line. Still 38 seconds to play. First one, no good.
Now this one's a big one. Take it back to 5 points. A big mental difference between 5 and 4.
We'll knock that down. So it stays a 2-possession game. See what Central likes to do here with Manny Johnson. Johnson swings it over to the wing. As Isaiah Mack Russell working his way in. He's called for the offensive foul.
Berkey had gambled several times in this second half, taking a charge. With 4 in his hip pocket, he says, I'm going to take another chance, and delivers. Oh, what a gamble by Beckett Berkey, but it pays off.
Give the Indians the basketball with 28 seconds to play. Bender will do the inbounding. Tate looking for some help, and we've got a foul. Trying to fight for position. Is this going to go on Ojo? It is. See what we can see here on the replay. You already see the body down on the floor, right on the autograph of head coach Bob Nichols, the Hall of Fame coach for the University of Toledo.
It was interesting. Both officials kind of gave them the high noon stare down at each other. Well, you're going to call it or am I going to call it? I think one official had it going one way, the other one had it the other way, but it goes for Toledo Central Catholic.
So here's Caden Kennard. Kennard gets his defender in the air. Can't make the jumper, but the putback is good. And we're going to have ourselves a Metzger Financial Services timeout.
And how tough is Vaughn? Look at him fighting again on the weak side. Going to just take it away and go through the contact. Unbelievable. Mr. Vaughn.
So Trey Vaughn with the score. Now with 17 seconds to play, we're down to a one-possession contest.
Shawnee keeps looking up at that scoreboard, hoping that those numbers will dwindle away, but there's still 17.3 left. Can they take care of the basketball and make their free throws again? 3 points, you're not out of the woods yet. God, you gotta love the fight of Toledo Central Catholic.
They have battled back, trailed by a dozen, and have now made this a 3-point game with 17 seconds to play.
Now remember, Beckett Berkey carrying 4 fouls. Who's going to take it out for Shawnee? It's going to be Stiles.
Yep. So Matthew Stiles will be defended by Manny Johnson on the inbound. Johnson will work. Oh, he was going to be on the baseline, now backs up. Shawnee does have 2 timeouts left, and we've got a whistle before the inbound is even thrown.
Now you saw Vaughn holding on to Beckett Berkey, grabbed his jersey. I don't understand why guys get mad at that call, because you want the foul to happen as quickly as possible, right?
Right.
So you look at the official and you're mad at the call, but nothing came off the clock. It's in your favor. You wanted the foul.
Are you upset that you didn't get an opportunity at a turnover or steal, I guess? So here's Beckett Berkey, and he'll knock down his first least famous recipe chicken free throw.
All right, back to a 2-possession game. I'm sure Mark Triplett's telling his guys, please stop fouling. Don't foul. Don't foul anybody.
Beckett's able to get both. A dark red shirt won't hide the sweat as Kennard goes for 3. It's going to be no good. Beckett Berkey with the miss, and he's fouled with just under 8 seconds to play. As Coach Triplett gives the thumbs up to the faithful here for Shawnee, as the Indians believe they've dodged a bullet, and they look like they are headed for a date in the regional final against Sandusky on Saturday.
Now, how about that look by Beckett Berkey as he marched his way to the victory free throw line? Gave that little side eyes look like, yeah, don't mess with me.
First one, no good. He's going to get one more least famous recipe chicken free throw. .9 seconds to play. Beckett splits the pair. Now they'll put a little bit of pressure on, force Central to at least grab the basketball and not roll it. Ball's going to be lost as Manny Johnson tried to attack the basket. It's out of bounds with just 1.8 to go.
Now, all the Shawnee guys on the floor saying, Don't touch anybody. Let them go ahead and get a shot off. We're just going to celebrate our win.
Inbound comes in. Final three is no good, and the Shawnee Indians are off to the regional championship as they come away tonight with a big win over Toledo Central Catholic, 71-65. So Shawnee and Sandusky, Saturday at 2, back here at Toledo for the right to go to the Final Four in Division III. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, it'll be time for our State Bank postgame show when we return. 71-65, our final. Shawnee's off to the regional final. They're going to take on Sandusky right back here at Savage Arena Saturday afternoon at 2 as we begin our postgame show brought to you by the State Bank. Contact State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, partner, exciting one for Shawnee, maybe a little too exciting at the end, having that lead dwindle down to single digits, but Indians able to get the hard-fought win, and now they will come back here and fight for the right to make the Final Four.
It doesn't matter how you win as long as you win, right?
That's right.
It's not supposed to be easy this deep in the tournament, and give a ton of credit to Toledo Central Catholic. They made it very difficult, tenacious at the end of this basketball game. Almost got an opportunity to steal it, but you got to love the toughness of Lima Shawnee. Those guys just find a way to get it done. And how about Buckets Berkey? 31 huge points for Shawnee here tonight.
Yeah, take a look at the final numbers on this one. So Shawnee ends up 24 of 44 from the floor. Central ends up 24 of 63, including 2 of 16 from behind the arc. Shawnee 18 of 28 from the free throw line. They ended up committing 15 turnovers as well. So that pressure that Central Catholic applied got to them a little bit in the second half as see Central with 12 turnovers here as I take a look at the correct column. You mentioned it. 31 tonight out of Beckett Berkey, 31 points to go with 9 rebounds. So just shy of another double-double. But Trevick Berkey goes for 19 and 4 with an assist as well. Tate Bender adds 12. Meanwhile, for Central, their season ends at 13 and 11. Isaiah Mack Russell, as good as advertised, 21 points to lead the Irish tonight. Caden Kennard adds 14.
I'm sure Mr. Mack Russell is going to get a lot of literature from big-time colleges in the next couple of years. Just a sophomore. Boy, this was a game of just unbelievable players. Loved the toughness of Vaughn at the end for Toledo Central Catholic. I thought he did a great job leading the way with his physicality. But the mental toughness of Shawnee paid dividends at the end, found a way to hold on to this one. And it is going to be a great matchup against Sandusky. If you're Mark Triplett, though, you go into practice tomorrow and say, hey, if we don't rebound the basketball and we don't make our free throws against this team like Sandusky, we got troubles, right? So enough to feel good about for the win, but yet if you're a coach, you want to find things to harp on your guys about. I think Mark Triplett's got enough to do that with.
And Shawnee led this one by 14 with 2:25 to play. It got as low as 3, and then again they hang on to win this one 71-65 to reach the regional final on Saturday. So that's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight from Savage Arena. We want to thank, of course, the great director Ken Reeker and all the great work he does each and every time we come out. Curtis and Peyton on the cameras tonight. I want to appreciate to all of them and for the great staff here at the University of Toledo for opening up their arena. It's had some men's hoop here yesterday, turned around to a little high school basketball to finish off the weekend. As always, can't do any of this without Nick and Kelly back at our WOSN studios in Lima.
And we get to do it again on Saturday, buddy. I'm excited to come back to Savage Arena one more time.
71-65, that final. Shawnee, as Miles said, off to the final against Sandusky. So for my partner, Miles Holliday, and our entire WOSN crew, I'm Randy Robertson. You've been watching the State Bank postgame show. Good night, everyone.